Hello again. I am Franco. Stuart is Roger. We have an Aldous, a Sylvana, and a Popol. They have a Wan, Karina, Diroth, Ruby, and Nana. Nana's brutal. Ruby can be brutal. Replaced slightly by Fredrin now. Diroth can be a brutal jungler. Karina is brutal, and Wan can be brutal. Wan's like almost always a ban in this tier of So we're in Epic now, so she's almost always a ban. I appreciate Epic's not a huge flex. You know, I've been up to Legend, the guys have been up to Mythic, so we're just working our way back up there, but we're not playing all the time. We're not trying to burn ourselves out like we did last time. Going for the jungle invade, but Karina's gone blue. So I'm like sitting here, you know, tapping my toes, waiting for her, and I'm like, maybe now. Oh no. Like maybe now. Let's see what is taking her so long. Okay. Aldous is like, yeah, let's do this. And I'm like, there's just no one here. So Aldous has gone to take the red. I was going to cut the lane, but then I saw that Ruby was around me. That dive taking her through the wall was so unlucky. I am running in circles here. I'll take a Nana cat. I'll keep Ruby and Nana busy. And if you look, Aldous is still taking red. I try and hit them with a slow to get away. My team comes in to save me out. I'm going into these bushes to try and confuse them. Karina's having none of it. Roger's turned in. No, Roger, no. I hit the hook, but she was dead. And then our team turn around and pick up a double. And we get their red buff. Pretty good for an opener, I'd say. Going for Nana. Aldous with the red buff. Boom, boom, boom. There's Stu as well. And, oh. Did she go invisible because of the passive? I didn't know that. I didn't know she was untargetable or intangible, I suppose. But that hook was going to hit if she hadn't had her passive activated. We rotate to shut Wan down because you cannot leave Wan to be fed. It's just not the done thing. Hook was on target, but... oh, wow. Tower took him out. Hook was on target, but not long enough range. And a great Popol pickup on Wan. Apologies to Stuart there. I maybe should have been under the tower to take some of the damage. But we're getting closed in on here, so we've got to be careful. There's Ruby, there's Diroth, there's Nana. Now, Popol is a great character. He's really cool. Stuart. Stuart keeps thinking it's a she. But Popol's a great marksman, good to pair with. I see Karina in the bottom side. Stuart's asking for some help. I hit her with the slow. There's Aldous and Stu. She activates her no basic attack damage, which is kind of BS, but Stu picks up the kill. Now Nana's rotated down, and I'm telling him that Turtle's bottom. Popol's getting a bit honked 3-on-1 top, but, you know, tower hugging, so doing well. And I saw Sylvana was on the way up, so... I said, let's get Turtle. Let them push back. So Nana comes in with the cat. Nana is an absolute brutal character to play against. I thought I'd take the cat so doesn't impact Stu. He picks up the turtle. Karina dipped in there to try and help, but wasn't able to. Popol now seeing that the turtle's over is like, please help. And I'm like, I'm coming. So Aldous also agrees to come along. And we're like, what can we get here? How about this one? Bonk, bonk, bonk. Okay, that's now 4 on 2, because there's 4 of us here. I see that there's 4 of us here, and I immediately rotate out. You don't need all 4 of us, and our jungler is unsupported. I just noticed Karina going up, and Stuart's like, obviously, oh, I'm going to get the buff, because that's what Stuart says a lot of the time. Even in real life. When he's just like, oh, what'd you want for dinner? And I'm like, oh, I'll get the buff. Wait, that doesn't make sense. I said it. Ugh, never mind. I see a fight in mid, so I rush in to help. Bonk. Oh, slightly delayed. Popol's like, why is no one in bottom lane? And that is a great question, Popol. That is a great question. You'll notice we don't have a mage. We thought during... pick time that was going to be a mistake. We saw... oh, hello, Wan. Oh, don't let her get that last one on you. We thought this game was going to be an absolute destruction. We thought they were going to kick our ass because we didn't have a mage, and their team comp's really good. They've got 5 really strong characters. Diroth's good, Nana's good, Wanwan's good, Karina's good. Karina and Wanwan are often banned. They didn't realise that we could see them. I don't know why. You know, if you ever have the golden eye above your head, that means that you are visible. You see how I have a golden eye above my head? That means I can't hide. Even if I went into a bush, I'd still be seen. Now I have the white eye above my head. That means I cannot be seen. So Sylvana can still be seen, even though she was in that bush there. Oh, what were you thinking there? Come on. Yeah, good shout. We should take turtle, but it's quite hot at the moment. I'm just standing in this bush to try and get some health back. I didn't know Karina was there. I do now. Ah! Please, Karina, please! No! Excellent response by my team to just absolutely dunk on her. Ruby's here. Diroth's here. I'm at virtually no health, so this could be a probs. Stu's gone in. Oh, he's going after Diroth. Diroth's a good choice, but he's got his dash. Ruby's coming. Got Diroth. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Yes. That's a pickup for my team. Happy with that. Wanwan's coming in from the back. We're in a really good position here, but we could get flanked. So let's play it cool. Let's rotate. Let's stick together. Yep. Okay, checking all the angles, making sure my team's okay. I see Stuart's taking their buff. Whoop! Donk. And Stuart should get the kill here. Oh no, she activates her can't be hit by basic attack nonsense. Ruby was OP back in the day, but not against the 3 of us, not against that kind of damage. Okay, cleaning up lanes, trying to cut the lane. That's the act of taking the creep before it gets to the front, cutting the wave or cutting the lane. Stuart said he was going back, so I'm like, okay, I'll rotate out and see if anyone else needs help. We will need someone to be in mid lane because we're losing a ton of XP by having no one there. There wasn't anything for me to do, so I rotated back to top because I knew there were some people in top. Unfortunate, get the ulti, but I was in the tower. We managed to pick up the kill though. Sylvana absolutely worked over Wanwan. But if Wanwan had got her ultimate off, that would have been a big old problem. I see Karina, so I immediately turn back around and go to support my team, thinking that Karina's going to ambush them. So I'm like, okay, back we go. I see her on the map, and I'm like, oh, hello. She was just coming for me. And if I could have just had my ulti there, I would have donked on her, but it's on cooldown, as you can see. She's trying to get her farm on, but we're not happy with that. Hit her with the snare. Oh, great dash. Just escapes the ulti. We're thinking turtle, but actually we shouldn't be, because if we wait, then we could have had an early lord. But, you know, seeing that there's nothing around, I donk it a bit to try and give Popel a bit of a chance. But this should be turning into a lord any sec. Great pickup from Stu. What's he doing down here? Picks up the double. Very nice. Nana cat. So we pick up the turtle with Popel. I'm rotating down now, desperately trying to join the fight where my team is. I see Sylvana there. Check she's okay, and then rotated up to help out Stu. Not much I can do here, just waiting in the bush. Getting stuff off cooldown, that kind of stuff. Everything's ready to go. So here's the next fight. Oh, that wasn't even close. That latched on to that. I mean, yeah, okay. I see Wanwan top, and Wanwan is always a problem. So I'm like, yeah, let's go shut down Wanwan's farm. Great work from Aldous. You can't let Wanwan come online, otherwise your team's dead. Pushing down, looking for buffs, because obviously this replay you can see that there was no buffs there, but in the actual game you can't. Hit her with the hook, great flicker away, but now she can't escape from Aldous, but they have a tower, so it's alright. We go back, Stu's pushing in centre. Oh, I think that was a nice move. Yeah, we're just kind of pushing the lane a bit aggressively here. We're playing quite aggressively, but it's okay. Another good hook. Not a great choice to target, though. Nana can be big hits from Aldous there. And there's Wan Wan with the ultimate BS. And then ultimately they pick up Sylvana too. And we're away. So I just have to book it. I rotated here because I saw Popel was coming. So I turned to run in a circle so Popel could catch up. Popel goes in on Karina, which is extremely brave. Oh, not long enough on the old chain there. And now I'm like, cool, I need some health. But I wanted to stay in the area in case they came back to jump Popel. And look what's going on down here. Boop, 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 boop. He's just pushing lane. Casually just picked up all the towers in bottom lane. So, excellent. It's like this kind of map awareness. We had a couple of like 3-on-3s and 4-on-3s and 3-on-2s in the top lane. And whilst that was going on, Stuart just casually just destroyed bottom lane. So, you know, great awareness from the marksman, the jungler to be like, okay, I see a massive fight kicking off over here, so I make my way over as fast as I can. And I'm like, oh no, that's not great. Go to drop some damage. We got the kill, but I am immediately blowed up. And Popel picks up another kill, but we lost essentially 4 and they lost 2, so that was a poor trade for us. Not sure why. I think we were just a bit overconfident there. We'd been rolling them. The score again is like we got double their score, and gold's still pretty close though, so that's quite good. We just didn't stick to the basics. We just got a bit greedy. We wanted their buffs, and we were out of position, and it just so happened that their team was ready to and able to respond. Aldworth firing up lane. Got to shut Wan Wan down. Must always shut Wan Wan down. Wan Wan is the one to shut down because of that move. Here comes Hannibal. Can he help out? Oh, no, he got the wrong one, but he would have got the right one. This gives Aldworth a chance to... come on, Aldworth. Hit and kill. There we go. This gives Aldworth a chance to kind of get some glory. Don't back there, you donkey. Looks like it's going to be another big old team fight top. I sat in that Nana ulti like a chump. Rotating around via the jungle. And let's see what we can pick up. Just fishing here for any opportunities, buffs or whatever. I see Stuart's there. She was not expecting all of us. I should have hit that hook. That would have been much better. Yeah, attack the Lord is an option. We certainly have initiative. Sylvana, yeah, she's going for it, but here we are. Now, they didn't know I was there. They knew he was there and they were chasing him. So I popped down here to stay out of line of sight as much as possible and get there as fast as I could. I was hoping to ambush them, but Roger's really quick, so they just really weren't interested in that. I hit them with the conceal. And I was trying to pull the buff away to reset it, but they got it. I hit them with the conceal for the run speed buff so we could reposition rapidly. I will always eat the Nanacat, even though I hate it. And I'm like, is someone in that bush? Yeah, there is. Bonk, 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 bonk. Enjoy. There goes their jungler. That was a complete speculative hook. I'm like, I wonder. That's where I'd hide. Threw that in, got it. Picks up Ruby as well. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Their team's in a lot of trouble. As I said, I'll always eat the Nanacat. I was trying to get Sylvana to take that because we're well ahead, but there you go. We push, we get the kills. Great team result there. Considering on paper they had the better team, that was a good result for us. Wow, Sylvana with the MVP, wow. Stuart and I with exactly the same score. Normally we're within a 0.2 of each other until, you know, sometimes I get like a 5 and he'll get like a 9 and less so the other way around. It's very rare that I score higher than Stuart by more than 0.2. So it's nice that we got exactly the same result there. 4-1-12, pretty decent results for the tank. Congratulations to our team. I think everyone played quite well there. Unlucky to get a silver on 7.4 for that Popel. I mean, that should have been a gold. In fact, in my previous game, I think I got gold with like a 7.2. So, and their Wan obviously is brutal, and Nana is absolutely brutal. Commiserations to our opponents. 0.72 for that Diroth. Wow, Diroth got farmed. Yeah, and that's it. That's an example of a decent game where the momentum goes your way, and you've got good teammates, and you know you have the luck of the draw in some of these situations. You know, when the fight kicks off, your team are there, and people are rotating well. And if you remember the start, you know, I missed. I went to red buff, and Karina went blue. Their jungler went blue. Alduus turned up to take their red, and I just ran their top laner and their mid laner around in circles, allowing us to take their red buff. And then Karina tried to dive me, and I ran her back to our base, basically. And Stuart and Popal picked up 2 kills almost immediately. So, well, I mean, we had a great opener. And it's just things like that. Franco's really interesting, and a lot of tanks can be like really static and like babysit marksman. Oh my god, that is the worst. But when you get a really good roaming tank like Franco, you can have so much fun. Like Bellaric is another one I enjoy playing, but he's a bit more defensive. He's, you know, I don't invade with him as much. And Hylos is a great one to learn. Like I've said this in all the videos. But if you're interested in learning with tanks, start with Hylos. You really can't go wrong. And then, you know, Hylos is also a great one to learn invade and counter invade, and how to protect your jungler and buffs, and how to attack their buffs, and so on and so forth. But good game. I really enjoyed that. I think that was a lot of fun. 62% team fight. Me and Sylvana. Yo. Oh, I did 1% turret damage this time. Things are going up. Anyway, that's it. Thank you very much, everyone.